Right, voice is working and game audio is working. Let's get my head on. There we go. Get some hands on. Okay. Right. That took a bit of faff to get in and set up. YouTube seems to be having a bit of a funny at the moment. The thing where you visit YouTube and then you go and pull down your own menu by clicking on your avatar. That seems to not be loading. None of the assets in it seem to want to load, and I was inspecting the console and everything was coming up 404, and I couldn't even pull out the left hand menu thing on the page either, so I had to go a slightly roundabout route to actually get to this stream so I could get the link so I could then actually post it anywhere. That's quite a bit of faff. Anyway, here I am back in Cube. Had an evening, an evening off. Let's have a look. So it's 9:05. Yeah, I had an evening off from it last night. I was just knackered, basically. Oh, no, that's not, yes. Right, wanted to see if I had some dirt. That's the thing I wanted to do. Just going to see if there is some dirt up in the tower. So my plan is to just carry on with those stairs down there this evening. As I always say in these, it's probably not going to be... Oh, should I actually... Do you know what, I might grab that dirt. If I haven't got enough dirt, I might cut all that back and use that. Yes, as they often say these days, it's probably not going to be a terribly long one, but I just want to tinker with a couple of things. I've been doing lots of other houseworky and admin-y stuff, and doing some admin stuff in Second Life and everything, and then I do have some dirt. Good. I thought, well, I can sit on the sofa and scroll through the internet until I get to the end of it, or just watch endless crap on YouTube, or I could produce endless crap on YouTube. So here I am producing endless crap on YouTube. There we go. Right. All good. Although I must say, I was actually slightly tempted to do a stream of the forklift game this evening that I posted the video of over the weekend. I just can't get that game out of my head. It's so much fun. I haven't played it since I recorded. Yeah, I was kind of tempted to stream that this evening, but nah, I thought I'll come in and build some more cube. I did have a great comment off someone who, if I'm to read their comment correctly, they actually do drive forklifts. And they actually gave some really useful advice on how to control a forklift and how you'd normally use the controls and things. What's that? Let's go down there. Go down. So yeah, because I mean, I'm trying to think if I've ever actually seen a forklift working, let alone, I certainly haven't driven one. That's for sure. But yeah, apparently the trick when you're controlling them is, because I was steering with my right hand and then kind of using the controls with my right hand and everything. Hey there, Mark. How's it going? And yeah, what this commenter was saying was actually you steer with the left hand and keep your right hand on the controls, and that is the more normal way of doing it. So I might do that and see how that goes. I mean, it feels kind of counterintuitive to me as a right-handed individual. I actually had a plan for this, didn't I? What was I going to do? Didn't I say I was actually going to come across to here and then go across there? No, I know what I was going to do. I wanted to actually bridge over to there up to here, didn't I? And kind of make all this connect up. Okay, yeah, let's carry on with that. Sadly, that tree's going to have to go. YouTube's bugging out today, so I'm not on my brand account. Aha! Yeah, I was just saying when I came in, I had a devil of a time even getting the link to this stream, because I couldn't actually pull up the menu that you get off your, you know, if you click on your avatar up in the top right hand corner. And while I was at, you know, I'd actually gone live as it were, but couldn't actually easily go to where I'd normally go to get the link and everything. So it took me a little longer to actually, you know, get rid of the I'm going to go live soon card, as it were, because I was pulling up the console in Chrome and inspecting what was going on. And yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of assets that should be appearing and being loaded, and things like that are all 404. So it looks like Google, well, certainly YouTube anyway, is having some sort of asset server issue or something like that. But if you're here, that means I am transmitting, which is good. Let's just go and get this wood. I don't really need any wood, but can't really just leave it laying around. Right, so I think my plan this evening is basically to get those stairs going and maybe build the hook up over to there at least. I just realised it's just going to get dark on me. So let's just pop you out there for a second so I can see what I'm doing. Oops! Yeah, because I'm kind of shattered again tonight. It's been a good day. Walked into work, did a 5k run at lunch, walked home again, so certainly had plenty of exercise. I'm kind of tired for it, but in that really pleasant way. Right. Hum. Whoops, grab you. Oh, missed. Grab you. There we go. Right, let's have a think about this. I need to line this up. So my thinking is I'm going to come down here. How can I get that self-centered? I feel like I'm on the center line. Yeah, I think I've got enough. I'm going to take a chance, and I can always undo this. Well, can't actually undo it, but you know what I mean, I can take it all back. Let's just, oh, crystal's about to go, isn't it? Let's just do a single line across, just so I can I reach? Oh, come on. Ah, I just want to get an idea of the level. Well, holy shit, that's actually right in the middle. Okay, enjoying my day off today. A nice reprieve from the humdrum of the store. Oh yeah, oh, that's good. That's good. So I take it you work retail then. Do you kind of tend to have your days off vary and stuff like that? Come on. Let's have some light, and then I can see what I'm doing. Let's put some of this out while we're here. Ah, crystals run out. Blast, 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 blast. Oh, let's put you out because you're kind of low. We'll put you out because you could do a bit of charging up, and you are nice and full. You need to remember to bring those in before it gets dark again, though. Right, so let's have a think about this. So my plan is... Whoops, nearly fell off. Gonna come across here. I do like that I've kind of made a mockery of what I originally did, in that it's just like a pleasant walk up there now, after building that thing the other week. But this all kind of fits in quite nicely with the thing I wanted to do, which was, plastic thing ran out, which was have it all seem a bit half-arsed and higgledy-piggledy, like it's all been built by different folk over different periods of time, and you know, there's been rough expansion here and there when necessary and needed. Like it was built without a plan, which it really was built without a plan. It was just built by someone without a clue, basically. Right, there we go. Let's go there. It'd be nice to think that, you know, maybe one day, a long time in the future. Right, hang on, 1, 2, 3. So then need one more row on the outside. Whoa, don't fall back. Yeah, at some point in the future, like, you know, when we get multiplayer and that when we've all been building like this, we can all just like rock up with pre-built maps for everyone to muck about in. Be kind of cool, actually. Right, so hopefully I've got this right. So the idea is it's going to be a wall up there, it's going to be a wall up there. Yay! Cool. Manager, so my days off do vary from time to time, but lately it's been more consistent. I do a 10-day stint a little bit ago. I did a 10-day stint a little bit ago though. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I haven't worked in a retail situation since like my teens. I used to sell computers and cameras and things like that in don't know, I suppose you've got to be from the UK to know them, but Boots the Chemist, as they were called. Crumbs. Right, I need more. Why didn't I pick more stone while I was up there? But yeah, back in the mid-80s, I used to sell cameras and microcomputers and things like that, you know, Spectrums and Dragon 32s and Oryx and stuff like that. And also used to sell lots of cameras back in the days of film cameras. That's before I left home to go to Polytechnic and study software development and stuff like that. I didn't enjoy it. It was a lot of fun, actually. It was something very... Oh yeah, I always found it really satisfying to start a sales process with someone who knew they wanted something but didn't know what they want, and help them discover what it was they wanted. I'm waffling, but yeah, I used to enjoy that. But yeah, where I was going with that was I can certainly remember there was times where, yeah, when it was really busy and coming up to Christmas and stuff like that, doing all the hours I could get. And often go, and the thing is I often would fill in down in the basement on my, you know, alleged days off as well. So, you know, like if I wasn't actually on the shop floor, I'd then go and help out doing the unpacking the deliveries and all that kind of stuff in the basement and things. And for a wee student, I used to rake the money in and then obviously go drink most of it on a Friday and a Saturday night, and regret it when I was back at work the following morning. So what sort of stuff do you sell? I probably need to make some more flagstone as well. I went and got all that stone and then forgot I'm supposed to be making wall stone. Okay, so you're too busy waffling on, not concentrating on the job. Oh, for flip's sake. It's impressive that chat's working, actually, considering that YouTube's apparently having a funny. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Must have just started as well, because I was watching something on YouTube a wee bit earlier and it was all working. It was all working fine, and I wasn't seeing any rumblings about any problems on Twitter. So must have just kicked off. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even bothered trying to come in. Tree fits just nice. Oh, for goodness sake, how did I get that so wrong? And again. Oh, goodness. There we go. Yay. Let's do it like this. Less likely to screw it up. Pharmacy and convenience store, kind of like CVS. I think I know CVS, yeah. Work on the retail side of things, providing direction to the sales floor associates and performing cash handling. Oh, right, okay, cool. So yeah, funny enough, as I was saying, who I used to work for back in the 80s, where, so I don't know how you describe it. I mean, they were a chemist, they were a pharmacy, but there was a pharmacy inside a much bigger store, as it were. Well, still is actually. But they used to sell a lot of things back then that they don't really sell anymore. They used to have record counters back when I suppose vinyl's actually a big thing again these days, but yeah, back when vinyl was pretty much the only option. And CDs were newfangled things. So yeah, they used to sell music and all that kind of stuff. Electrical goods, stereos and televisions and computers and microcomputers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. Well, all that said, I have generally, for most of my working life, had a close connection with retail, because for most of my working life as a software developer, I was developing retail systems like, stock control and point of sale and stuff like that. Right. Okay. So, need to make this shit meet that shit. No. Don't do that. What an idiot. Try again. Like that. Gonna go there. Go there. And go there. Cool. For flip's sake. I know what I didn't think about. Want to go that way as well, don't I? Ah, you know what though? This looks like a perfect way to go through there. So let me just put a thing there to remind me. So I'm also going to head off in that direction. So I'm going to get up there. Actually, can I, yes, there we go. So I'm thinking I'm going to build my way up here. And do a little lookout up here. Like the dinkiest little lookout up here. Oh, I'm not terrified, you're terrified. What's that down there? Oh, that's a bit of the... Oh yeah, the cliffside build thing, yeah. Cool, okay. But what I'm thinking is I might try and keep those trees, so do something so those trees stay try again. Mouth, come on, work. Brain, talk to mouth. Try and build something that incorporates the trees. Would be cool. I'm told our store used to develop film and such, but these days our department is all digital and we used to take photos off phones. Yeah, actually where I used to sell the cameras and everything in Boots, we had, well, originally when I started working there, people would bring their films in and we'd put them in envelopes and stuff like that, and then someone would, a van would come and collect them at the end of the day, and we had this big thing where we'd actually, I think it was 24-hour development. They go off overnight and they get delivered the following day. So it was a big deal getting your films done in 24 hours. And then, oh my God, we had one of those 1-hour photo things installed, and that was just like, whoa, seriously, photos in 1 hour? It was amazing. Like, you couldn't believe it, and this machine just looked like magic, and the people who controlled it, they were like gods. They controlled time. Did that crystal just run out? No, my wallstone ran out, that's what happened. Yeah, the old photo booths and the old 1 hour photo booth thing and everything was so cool. I do like film photography. I haven't done any for a while, but I do still have a few film cameras. Yeah, it's probably about a decade since I last 5, 6, 7, 8 since I last really did any film photography. Well, actually, is it quite a decade? Maybe it is. I think the last time I actually shot film, it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was some Impossible Project Polaroid film. I don't know if you know it or not, but they were the folk who basically bought the rights to the Polaroid process and sort of revived it, as it were, going a way back. And early on, you could buy some of their test film packs because they were still trying to get the process working and that, so it was always a bit hit and miss as to whether it would work, but it was fun. So yeah, I bought myself a couple of Polaroid cameras off eBay and messed around with those. That was a lot of fun. But I've also done medium format photography and stuff like that as well. Ah, they start going down again. Damn. Oh no! No! The crystal just... Oh, I lost my crystal. Oh, can't believe the game stole my crystal. Damn it. Stupid game. Right, let's try that again. Dink. There we go. I've dipped my feet a little in software development, but most of my experience is faffing about in Unity, trying to make games. Oh, cool. I keep promising myself I'm going to... yeah, because I've never really done any game development. Wow, apart from back in the days of microcomputers. Actually, my first ever... the first bit of code I ever got paid for was, you can actually see the listing of it on my website, which needs a revamp actually, because my website looks shockingly bad these days because it's like nearly 20 years old probably. But yeah, my first ever bit of paid code was actually a game written in BASIC for a Commodore VIC-20, which is a kind of version of Tron Light Cycles. It was done in BASIC and actually ran in 3.5K on the VIC-20. I got £40 for that. Yeah, it's about the only real, the closest I've ever come to a real game, writing anything that resembles a game. But I keep promising myself I'm actually going to... I don't know which engine is the correct one to go for, or which would make most sense for me or whatever, but I'd quite like to dabble with a bit of just getting a feel for how you do VR stuff and everything. Funny enough, today I was actually talking to one of the IT guys at work today about VR stuff and everything, because I kind of feel like... Because where I work these days is nothing to do with retail or anything like that. I'm a software developer for a... I don't know, what do we call ourselves these days? I suppose we're a gene therapy company or something like that is the term. But yeah, develop software for a company that develop gene therapies and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things I look after is a... software that presents data and things like that, so it's all like genome browsers and things like that. And I've always had this, whoa, damn, yikes, falling. But yeah, I've always had this wish to do something that would be like a Minority Report kind of interface for browsing the data and everything. Not that it would be useful to anyone, it would not be useful to anyone, but just for the hell of it, it'd be just kind of fun to do. It would be a fun thing to show off. So yeah, I'd kind of like to actually play with one of those sorts of engines, just to have a dabble with doing something VR-y. VR-esque, I think is the word I'm really looking for. So yeah, if you're doing YouTube, how I wish I could clip things on this platform. Oh yeah, you can't, can you? Basic, yeah, good old Basic. So what languages do I program? Most of what I code at the moment is JavaScript and Python, because most of what I'm doing is web-based. I don't develop stuff that is net-facing, but it's internal systems that are done. Oh crikey! I'm gonna have to go some way down there, aren't I? Right. Yes, this is going to be interesting. Maybe I should turn this into a bit of a bridge thing now. What was I saying? Yeah, so Python and JavaScript is a large part of what I do. with bits of C thrown in. I've had a bit of fun at times when we've had bits of code that need to run faster. I've kind of implemented the stuff in C just to try and get the raw speed on the servers when I'm doing the calculations and stuff, which is kind of fun. But in terms of languages that I've worked with and know and everything, my absolute favourite language is Lisp. If I could code everything in Lisp and get away with it, I would. Ruby I'm comfortable with. Pascal I used to use for years. Used to use Delphi for developing a lot of... Oh no, I was just going to do that. A lot of Windows stuff. Let me just do that. So yeah, quite a few languages really that I dabble with and have fun with and have used. Yeah, I do a lot, fair bit of shell scripting and stuff like that. Even been known to use Perl for my sins. Actually, I used to be a big fan of Perl, like 20 years ago or whatever. Oh, and C#. Yeah, I've done a fair bit of C# over the years. Although I haven't touched that for quite a while now. So what are you using for the game development? I'm guessing C++? Can't remember now if Unity only works with it's aimed primarily at like C++, or whether it works with other stuff. Yeah, I think this is what I want. What I should do, I should kind of aim for over there, I think. This crystal's going to run out. Let's put you there. Did I leave any crystals out? I thought I left some crystals out. Apparently not. Apparently I'm throwing them away into the wall, is what I'm doing. Don't fall through. There we go. Let's put you out. You had less charge, so we'll go with you. Yay. What we got there? There we go. Actually no, don't do that wall. Let's concentrate on getting this bit going, then I can add the walls and that afterwards. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm lazy clicking. Really lazy clicking tonight. There we go. Doing that thing again of I could make stacks of this in one go and just finish the build, but it's nice to break between building and crafting. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, do excuse me, itchy nose. Unity and Unreal are probably top picks for VR if you want to take advantage of an existing engine. Yeah, definitely. Godot would let you write a game in Python, but I don't know if it's for VR. Yeah, I wouldn't want to use Python for developing that kind of thing anyway. Unreal provides better graphics out of the box, but I think it's less user-friendly than Unity. Its primary coding language is C++. Unity is great for new users, and it has a lot of documentation. You mainly code in C# with Unity, which is my favourite language after Java. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, do you know, I have done Java in the past, like way in the past, sort of. Yeah, I think the last time I actually coded a non-trivial Java would have been. I mean, the language was literally still, you know, it was a beta version, so it was sort of mid-90s, maybe 96, 97 kind of thing. I haven't really done any Java of note since then. Oh, let's go and take those crystals in before it gets dark. Yeah, C# is one I haven't touched for quite a while. I wrote quite a few things in C# for a while. Yeah, Windows stuff primarily. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to come like as far as here. So looking at these, yeah, maybe Unity is one for me to have a play with, at least to start with. I just want something fairly accessible just for tinkering. It's not like I've got a serious project to do or whatever. I have done the very, very briefest of dabbles with VR in JavaScript. I always forget the name of the thing, but the thing where you can actually basically code a web page that you can load up in your browser and then go into VR mode, and suddenly you're in VR mode. And yeah, you'll see a couple of things on my channel where I recorded videos of me buggering around with it. And it was kind of fun. Like, one of the things I did was like the world's slowest, crappiest Mandelbrot set generator in VR, and it was deliberately done to look slow and crappy. You know, like, I did it deliberately that way because I wanted to get this effect of it sort of being in a room and having this Mandelbrot set chiseled out of this sort of wall of blocks kind of thing. That was quite cool. Yeah, it was one of those things that yeah, it takes me back to programming in BASIC on microcomputers and stuff like. Oh, I should go and put another torch out down there. Yeah, it took me back to the days of coding in BASIC on microcomputers. That kind of just moment of awe where you've managed to make a computer do things that you've never made a computer do before. And yeah, it's one thing me playing with stuff like this and having loads of fun in VR and getting the VR experience, but it's another thing when you've written the code yourself and it can be the crappiest thing, but it feels so satisfying knowing, but I made that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, let's just do them there. So yeah, oh, now I've run out of torches. Maybe I should put some halfway down. So yeah, do I have? Yes, I do have wood, because yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, writing this fairly rudimentary JavaScript code and then loading it in the browser and then going into VR mode so you can basically view a VR, try again, VR rendering of the web page you're looking at. It's actually really kind of funny. Yeah, as a quick hack, it was actually quite accessible and fun to do. But it would be nice to have something that's accessible but more capable. My son keeps singing the praises of, I have to check with him now, but my son keeps singing the praises of, I think it is Unity as well. I know a fair bit about Unity. SBC would be good to talk to about Unreal, I feel. Yes, yeah, I get that impression too. I mean, ultimately for me, it, you know, as I say, it kind of doesn't matter in that I'm not going to be trying to develop anything that I'd be looking to sell, and it wouldn't be needing to perform or whatever. I just want to be able to write some code that does some stuff in VR and go, hey, I made that happen. Oops. So yes, I keep promising myself I'm going to do that. But I do need to, I've had this conversation before on stream, I don't want to spoil the computer that I'm using at the moment with a development environment. You know, this is my Windows gaming machine. Oh, I keep bloody misclicking that. Oh, I'm there as well. Damn it. So yeah, I don't want to start screwing up a machine with lots of development cruft and stuff like that. So I keep saying to myself that I should probably actually get a new Windows laptop. It's got a reasonable graphics card in it, and turning that into my dabble with some game engine coding machine. So many plans, so many hobbies, and so many games to play, and I never quite get around to it. Hey, there we go. Does it? I'm just going to have to convince work that they really do need some VR stuff coding and get them to pay for it. Pay me to do it. Might be a hard sell though. Okay. I think I kind of want to come about as far as... Yeah. Whoa! Try again. There. So let me just do this. So that's going to be wall there, just to remind me. Cool. So that's going to be wall there. And that's going to be kind of road across there. Let's just put that there for a second. Whoa, hello. Don't walk down there. There needs to be one higher. There we go. Right. Oh, hang on. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. I've gone too far over. Dull. What an idiot. Right. Put that there so it doesn't look quite so crappy. Understandable, my PC's crammed full of manner of industry software from the fields I dabble in. Yes, yeah, I've done that so many times in the past. I've got this nice, lovely, pristine machine, and then I like install all the toys on it, you know, like coding toys and things like that, and then before you know it, it's as slow as a dog. Yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, I don't want to spoil this machine with that sort of thing this time. I like my gaming too much now. Had a long fallow period of not really gaming much and things like that for quite a few years. So when I got this machine, when I got this machine, it's actually just over a year ago. It's just celebrated its first anniversary. I got sucked back into playing all kinds of games. Yeah, almost all of them VR. Not all of them, but lots and lots of VR. And it's just been an utter joy. Actually, funny enough, I do believe it's also a year ago today. I want to say it's a year ago today. Yes, it is a year ago today that I uploaded my first actual voice record VR gameplay, which was me basically testing my setup with a test flight in VTOL VR. Yeah, it was actually a year ago today that I uploaded it. So although I had videos of all kinds of nonsense and bits and bobs, and even some non-voiced over VR recordings done natively on the Quest 2, I suppose technically this means my channel's a year old today. Even though if you actually look at when my account was created, it's much older than that, because 1, 2, 3. The reason why I seem to have such an old YouTube account is I actually started off with a Google Video account before Google owned YouTube, and then when they took over YouTube, eventually they kind of, forgive me if I'm saying stuff you know, I'm just waffling really, they kind of merged the systems, and so the accounts came over. So I wasn't on YouTube early on, but I was on Google Videos early on, and so I've ended up with a old looking YouTube account. Try that again. But yes, a year ago today, so technically happy birthday channel, I suppose. I realised maybe I should have done something significant for it. Build a cyubeVR birthday cake. I mean, it would have just had one torch on it, because, like, you know, 1 year old, so yay, happy birthday. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. Whoa, okay. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. I hope I'm still streaming. Looks like YouTube is having issues. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went too far. Actually, I'm gonna. Whoops. Just going to. Forgive me while I pop my headset off a second. I'm just going to check if I am still. Been meaning to pick up streaming and content production. Okay, I take it I am still streaming then. Given that it said chat disconnected. Right, headset back on. Right, where are we at? I've been meaning to pick up streaming and content production, if only to try out and just have fun with it. But I've not got over how weird it is to talk to myself. Yeah, you've kind of hit the nail on the head there. Yeah, that is easily the hardest part of it, I find, because I don't put much in the way of production into any of it. My original plan, which is pretty much what I still do, even when, so you've probably noticed that I have a video goes up daily because I play loads of games at the weekend and then, kind of upload them to YouTube and schedule them to be published one a day kind of thing. And the plan always was, and it pretty much still only ever really is, that like I start, I hit record, I start playing, and then I stop recording when I finish playing, and I just load them up in iMovie on my Mac and top and tail them. I just get rid of the bit at the start where I'm like, okay, I'm playing so game in 3, 2, 1, and off I go. So I've got a nice little pause to bring the game in, and then I kind of finish at the end, and I just cut the start and the end bits off, and put a title card, as it were, on, and that's it. I call it a video. That's as far as it goes in production, in terms of production, I should say. But yeah, the weird part is getting used to, as you say, basically talking to yourself, because certainly when they started recording videos and stuff like that, I really didn't expect that anyone at all would ever really be watching them. But let me just put a random, there we go. I didn't think anyone would really be watching them or whatever, but the approach I took, and if I'm not one to give out advice really, but if I was to offer a piece of advice, if you did want to do it, is just say what you know. I mean, I'm just going to put some random torches out just so I can see what I'm doing. When we're playing a game, we have thoughts go through our head anyway, right? We're kind of thinking through what it is we're going to do. Even as I'm building this, for example, if I'm building something and there's no one to chat to in chat, I'll just describe what I'm doing, or I'll even just do something inane, like talk about something that's happened in my day or something like that. But I just find that actually comes kind of naturally, and that's all I've done really. But it's a weird one to start doing, absolutely is. But I'd say if you fancy doing it, give it a go, and literally just, like, if you're playing a game, talk about the strategy that you're taking, that kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you ever watch any of my videos of me playing into the radius, it's mostly like, 45 minutes or however long it is of me going, I can't believe I did that, what an idiot. Or just like, okay, I got a gun here and I need to put this bullet in here, and I need, I'm just talking about what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, there is the other approach to those kind of, making videos, I guess, which is to actually go out of your way to make them entertaining. So, if I think of Daniel Hardcastle, Nerd Cubed, for example, who is someone who my son was into when he was quite young, and him and I used to watch Nerd Cubed and that for hours on end, and he'd make his videos with lots of editing, and it was all about delivering his comedy. That's another approach, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whereas here what you get is some guy in his mid-50s counting on the internet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But yeah, I'd say go for it, it's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And actually, do you know what? I'm going to go there because it's so close. The other thing I would suggest, if it helps, is just imagine the people who you do know to talk to on the internet anyway, you know, the sorts of people who hang out in the Discords you're on, or, you know, in chat like this and everything. Imagine that's who you're talking to. Even if they're not going to see that video, just do that. Most of my content up to this point has been building in games like Minecraft, but I love to cop out and just put some music over a time lapse or fly through the finished build. That's definitely yeah, I can see how that's an approach. That makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't even call it cop out. You know, this seems like a perfectly reasonable approach to things, especially if, well, I was going to say you know, if you don't have the confidence to talk over, but actually confidence is the wrong word. That's not what I mean, because that sounds like a judgment. But you know, if that's not your comfort zone, it's not going to be fun, and it should be fun, is what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I am obviously quite comfortable talking to myself live on the internet, so yeah, probably say something about me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that'll do. That looks evened out. Okay, right, so that's roughly what I'm thinking of. And then I'm going to take that and kind of run it up there and just do a little lookout up there. Actually, didn't I say I was going to do a lookout over there? I guess that hasn't quite worked out. Oh, do excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Ever so sorry about that. It's got my throat just suddenly went quite dry. There we go. So I think that's... Oh, hello. What we got down here? What we got down here? This looks fun. Oh, yes, I should make something out of this. Okay, it's not as high up as I thought. Hello, dear. Hands poking out my guardian. Okay, can I get him first time? I've sucked at archery lately. Arthur. Yay! He's going for a long fall. Right. Is this Oh yeah. I just, for a horrible moment then, I thought maybe that was a massive hole there and I was just going to fall down it. Right, I might do something with that. I do like stumbling across these little natural caves and doing something with them. Because I do still have... Where is it? Lost it. Oh, it's up there, isn't it? Do still have my plan to build down into there and do a little balcony lookout thing. Oh, hello. Let's have you. Do a little balcony lookout thing there. That just looks so terrifying. It looks really high up. Okay, noping out of that for now. Actually, maybe I'll do that next time. What is it? Okay, so it's just gone 10. I think that might be me getting to a good pause point, actually. Actually, no, I think... I mean, yes, it is me getting to a good pause point, but I think I'll leave myself over there, because I want to finish that bit off rather than get distracted. But I like this. This has actually worked out quite well. So, you know, given that I worked my way up there and built all that castle and all that kind of stuff, and then I've kind of somehow wound my way back down here and I've met up here again. such that I don't need, I mean I'm going to keep it, but I don't need this staircase anymore. Let's just go and pay our respects to the missing texture. I put a flower down, but we can't really, well I suppose I can kind of, let's pick a flower for the missing texture. Come here. There we go. I mean, it's the thought that counts, right? Per missing texture. And then back around here. And back down again. Yeah, this has worked out well. I'm kind of pleased with this. I swear if I go much further I'm going to start getting lost in my own build. I'm unreasonably pleased with this. So you back. Okay, I'm going to leave myself down here to remind myself that I'm going to carry on with this. Right, well, if it had just exited into the cliff face or the edge, oh, the deer. It likes doing that. It's fine. It's completely fine. I promise. Stone wouldn't let us do anything terrible to the deer, right? I'm sure they revive when we're not looking. Anyway, thanks for being here, Mark. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's been nice nattering and chatting away. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day off. I hope it's nice and relaxing and the like. If there's anyone else out there watching, thank you for being there as well. Hopefully this stream has carried on working okay. That chat disconnected thing is definitely a new one on me. I've never seen that before. So yeah, YouTube is obviously being weird. Do you know what? I realised I took a picture a couple of nights ago and said to myself, I must remember to upload it or whatever somewhere, and then completely forgot. But I feel I should take another picture again. Okay, so hands in the air, because I'm liking the view from here. About there. Just come this way a little bit, just do another one. I need to remember that I've taken this picture. There we go. Cool. Right, yep. Have a good one yourself, Mark. Thanks for being there. And as I say, if there's anyone else out there, try again. Brain, come on, talk to mouth. If there's anyone else out there watching, thank you for being there. And if you happen to catch the recording at some point in the near future, or the far future, any kind of future, maybe even parallel dimensions, who knows. Thank you very much for watching that as well. And goodbye. And sorry about the noise, it's about to happen. Ow.